welcome to my intermediate Pilates-based deep core workout. I use a Pilates ball. You can use any old ball that your kids may have, kind of like this, kind of squishy or whatnot. You don't have to use a ball. You could even try just folding up a pillow. Basically, we're using this mainly to support our low back when we're really challenging our core. So go ahead and have a seat. All right, so we're gonna put the ball right underneath our low back. We're gonna have our feet planted in front of us, knees are bent. Go ahead and just relax those hands on your knees, and let's just relax our neck, relax our shoulders. We're gonna start with some breath work. So inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. When you inhale, fill up your diaphragm and your belly. Exhale, pull your belly button into your spine. When you inhale, think about moving your rib cage, your ribs out and back, okay? Make sure we're not getting all the breathing just through up here. We need to get down into this rib cage and diaphragm. All those muscles are going to be working together to support the core. Okay, so inhale. Think about a zipper as you exhale from your pubic bone all the way up to your ribs, or your ribs pulling closer to your hip bones as you exhale. Getting these lower abdominals, this deep core turned on. So arms out in front of you. We're going to inhale like that. And as we exhale, we're going to roll down just about halfway, tuck, scoop, and roll. Kind of like somebody's punching you in the belly. It hollows out, you round and are flexing through the lower back. Belly is flattening a bit, and then we roll up like someone's pulling you by a string on top of your chest here, pulling you forward. And then you exhale. Tuck and roll down, scoop that belly, rib cage comes closer to hip bone. Lower abs pulling in deep. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and tuck and roll. I'm gonna move my arms so you can see, like kind of try to flatten my belly. I'm not allowing that bulging and hollowing of my belly. I'm trying to flatten it as much as I can here. I have diastasis recti from my babies, that separation in your abs. So I'm pulling that tissue or your linea alba together. I'm thinking about pulling that tissue closer together. Okay, come back up, relax. We're gonna do that again, but we're gonna take one foot away from supporting us on the ground. It's going on a tabletop. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. I'm going to support my hands on my knees, roll back and forth. We're going to switch sides, lift your other leg up into that tabletop, relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. Core is working here. And exhale. Exhales when your belly turns on. Inhales when it releases. Exhale as you tuck, scoop, and roll back. So I'm not leaning back like this. I'm tucking, scooping, and rolling. I'm hollowing out my belly here as much as I can. Really using my breath work to support, relax my tissue, and also support that contraction that I'm trying to get to engage my deep abdominal core work. Go ahead and put your foot down. Shake that out. Okay. Sometimes I have to move this ball, get it nice and supported underneath my low back. I love this because it feels so good supporting my back, and I really feel my abs working. I'm going to tuck, scoop, and roll. And then I'm going to rotate my upper trunk here like I'm squeezing out a wet rag through my ribs here. My belly's flattening. I rotate back to center. I inhale as I come up. I exhale. We're going to go to the same side. Rotate, inhale, exhale as you return to center, inhale as you return to sitting, and exhale. Inhale as you rotate that arm and trunk. Inhale as you rotate back to center. So we're getting those side abs working, those obliques. Relax through those shoulders. Rotate here. Okay, hold those knees, let yourself relax. Back into tabletop. We're staying on the same side. We're just lifting one leg up. Rotate. Back to center. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck, scoop, and roll. Rotate. Come back to center. Come up. Tuck, scoop, and roll. Inhale to rotate. Exhale to return to center. Rotate. Back and center. Last one. Rotate. I'm going to just spin around because we're going to switch legs for the camera so you can see what I'm doing here. Tuck, scoop, and roll. Both feet are planted, so we're going to the other side now. Exhale. Rotate. Squeeze all that water out of that towel. Using those rib muscles. Here. Back. Flattening. Think about you're pulling up a pair of pants that are just a little too tight, so you got to draw in those lower abs. We're not sucking in. Inhale, exhale to return. Inhale to lift up and release. Exhale to draw in those abs. Inhale to rotate. Exhale to return. Last one. You have to lift that leg up next. So go ahead and relax for a second. So you're going to lift that leg up. We're going to the same side. Good. Last one. All right, love it. Shake that out. We're not done quite yet with this position. So the ball is still underneath our low back. We're going to tuck, scoop, and roll still. So I have flexion in my low back. My core is pulling it deep. And I'm just going to raise my arms overhead till I get that fun quiver can lift up in my core. Tuck, scoop, and roll. Reach those arms overhead. If you don't get that quiver, lean back a little further. You'll get it. Arms in front. Sit up tall. Relax that core. Tuck, scoop, and roll. Exhale. Inhale to reach overhead. Exhale to bring it back. Inhale to release. Exhale, tuck, scoop, and roll. Inhale to find that quiver. Let's hold the quiver. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach in front of us. Last one. Exhale. Reach overhead. Let's hold that quiver for 10, 9, 8. Lean back if you need to. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right. Next, we are going to go into a hands and knees position with the ball. So we're going to work our abs against gravity. So what I'm doing here is I'm in an all fours position. It is a little uneven because I have my hand on the ball here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to inhale, and then when I exhale, I'm going to just push into that ball with my elbows straight. So I'm just doing a little push like I'm performing CPR. I know that's a weird analogy, but that's what came to mind. So every time I push into that ball, I feel my core tighten up more. So I'm in a neutral spine. That means I have a little arch in my back, not something crazy like that, but there's a little arch in my back, but my belly button's pulled in tight. My neck is long. I'm looking down at the ground, and I'm just pushing into this ball. Inhale, release. Exhale, push. Every time I push into the ball and I exhale, I lift my belly up, belly button into my spine like there's hot lava underneath me. And I don't want my belly to get burned. Okay, we're gonna add on. Now it's just to kind of prep you to warm up those muscles. So you're gonna keep the muscles pulled in and tight in those lower abs, okay? Draw them in. Don't hold your breath. We are going to reach the ball out in front of us and the leg out behind us. And we are going to touch ball to knee and reach out. So in a spinal balance position. So with this, I have to make sure my trunk is not moving. My core is preventing me from doing all sorts of wiggling, crazy stuff as I move my extremities. So I'm drawing my abs in. I'm resisting the urge to do crazy arching in my back and wiggling around in the hips. 3, 2, hold that here. We're just gonna rotate out to the diagonal with the arm and the leg, and then come back to center. Rotate out to the diagonal, come back to center. Try to continue to resist the urge to let your trunk and hips wiggle around. Keep that core in, it's working hard. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We're gonna switch sides. So back to that 4-point position, hands and knees. Inhale and exhale as I push into that ball. I feel my belly button pull up every time. A little deeper, those lower abs lifting and supporting my back. 3, 2, 1. Reach that ball out in front of you. So it should be the opposite arm as leg as before, and opposite arm as leg in general. And then you go ball to knee. Extend everything out. Ball to knee. Extend out. Four, 3. We are almost done. 2. Hold that there. We just got to go to our diagonals. So you just rotate everything out, bring it back to center. Rotate out to those diagonals. Sweep it out, back to center. 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Awesome job. All right, great job.